about the two regions which we studied yesterday. Okay, one is what? One is the pectoral region. Thoracic cage. This is the thoracic cage. These are the bones. This is the thoracic cage. Okay, thorax for the whole part. Okay. So here, this in front of the chest, this region is called as the pectoral region, and on the back we have this is called as the this is the scapular region.
Can you show it?
We'll take this smaller. This part will be, this is the scapular region here, and in the front we have this is the pectoral region. Okay, so this is the pectoral region and this is the scapular region. These are the two things we will be studying. Okay, so in the pectoral region, how many muscles are there? Four muscles. And in the scapular region, six muscles. Six muscles in the scapular region we are studying, and four muscles in the pectoral region. Okay. Okay, so we will be studying the four muscles. Which are the muscles of the pectoral region?
Pectoralis major muscle.
Pectoralis major muscle.
Pectoralis
minor muscle.
Pectoralis minor muscle. Good. Serratus anterior. Good. Okay.
And
Subclavius.
clavius.
Clavicle. Below that will be subclavius. Sub means below. Clavius means clavicle. Okay. So the first muscle, big muscle, most important muscle will be called as this. This is the pectoralis major muscle because it is a very big muscle, so it is called as major. Okay, there is second muscle small here, though it is called as minor because it is present in the pectoral region, so it is called as pectoralis major muscle. Okay, so this is the muscle here. This whole thing which you are seeing in the front, so this is called as the pectoralis major muscle. So whenever you study the muscle, what are the things you should know? Origin, insertion, supply and actions. Okay, these are the four things you should know. Okay, so what is the muscle here? This is the pectoralis muscle. So what is the origin of this muscle?
Clavicle.
Yeah, good. The clavicle. I will be telling you in very simple terms. Okay, if I add many things, if I tell you that this is on the anterior surface, the lower part of the anterior surface of the middle 1/3 of the clavicle, then it will be difficult for you. So I will be just telling you the clavicle. Okay, medial 1/3 of the clavicle. So I will try to simplify as much as possible. If you want more terms, they can read the notes. There also I have reduced a lot. Okay, but I want to keep it simple so that everybody can understand the things. Okay, so it will be from the clavicle. So here is the clavicle here. Okay, so the medial 1/3 of the clavicle. Okay, medial 1/3 of the clavicle. This part. So it takes origin from the medial 1/3 of clavicle. Then it takes origin from the, what is this?
Sternum.
Okay, so here is the sternum. We have sternum here. So what are the parts of the sternum? So the upper part, this is called as the mammiferen sterni. For this information, if you write sternum also, it's okay. But still, if somebody wants more marks, then we can write this part. So this is the mammiferen sterni. This is the body of the sternum. This is the xiphoid process. Okay. So it takes origin from the mammiferen sterni as well as the body of the sternum, as well as small part even from the xiphoid process. Okay. So from the clavicle, then the lateral part of the sternum, anterior surface of the sternum, both from the body as well as the mammiferen sterni. Okay. Then some fibers also come from the abdomen. So there is one muscle in the abdomen. So this muscle here, which is there, is called as the external oblique muscle of the abdomen. So some of the fibers also come from there. Okay. So it is from this clavicle, then the sternum, the mammiferen sterni, as well as the body of the sternum, as well as from the some of the fibers from the abdomen also. It is from the external oblique. Okay. Then as well as this part, if you see here, these are the ribs, right? So these are the ribs here. So these ribs will form the thoracic cage with the vertebral column behind and the sternum in the front. Okay. So if you see here, the ribs have stopped here. They are not continuing forwards. Okay. So this part here, extra additional part. This is called as the costal cartilage. Costal cartilage. This is not the bone, it is cartilage. Okay. So this is the cartilage. So in the front, because it is attached to the bone, which is the bone? Rib. So rib is also called as costa. Okay. So the costa, the cartilage which is in front of the costa is the rib. So it is called as costal cartilage. Costal cartilage which is attached to the costa. Costa means ribs. Okay. So the space between these ribs is called as intercostal space. Okay, this space is here. This is called as intercostal. Inter means between. Okay, between the ribs it is called as intercostal space. Okay, so there are intercostal rib muscles also, the tissues, other things. Okay, we will discuss that the origin of this pectoralis major is from the medial thread of clavicle, the sternum, the manubrium as well as the body of the sternum, as well as some of the fibers from the abdominal muscle also, that is the external oblique muscle. Okay, and also some of the fibers also come from the costal cartilage. Costal cartilage. So these are the four things from where this will be taking origin. From the So it will take origin from the clavicle, the manubrium and body of the sternum, as well as the external oblique, as well as the costal cartilages. Costal cartilages. Okay, so this is the origin of this muscle. Where is the insertion? The muscles, all these fibers will go to one particular point. Okay, so all these are going and they get inserted to something called as the bicipital group. So you can see here. So this part, this is called as the bicipital group. Bicipital group. Okay. We'll study this humerus in the next class, but just I'm showing you the part where it will be attached. Okay. So it should be like this, reverse. Okay. So they have connected opposite like this. Okay. So it will be coming and getting inserted here to the bicipital group. So the origin is from all over here, and the insertion will be to the bicipital group. Okay. So this is the origin of the muscle and the insertion of the muscle. Because it has to act lot of force on this particular point, so it will pull the arm medially. Okay, so this is called as, what is this movement? Adduction. Abduction is here. Adduction. ADD. So this is adduction. ABD means abduction. So it will be away from the body. So this is adduction. So because these fibers, all these fibers are pulling it, wherever there is insertion, so that part will be moving. So this is fixed. It cannot move because this is the origin. Okay, so it is fixed. Whenever this muscle contract, so it will pull the limb forwards as well as towards the medial side. So this is called as, one is adduction movement. The second movement, so what is the other function of this muscle? One is adduction movement. What are the other actions?
Flexion.
Medial rotation. Okay, one is the medial. This you fold it because we cannot rotate this humerus just like that. So we have to fix this humerus first, like this. Okay. Now when I am rotating, it is not moving here. Actually, it is moving here. So even though you looks like that it is moving here, actually the bone which is moving is the humerus, and the rotation is here. Okay. So this is called a medial rotation. This opposite movement is called a lateral rotation. This is fixed. The joint is fixed. It's not moving. Okay. The movement is here in the shoulder joint. So all these movements are at the shoulder joint. Okay. So one is the adduction, then medial rotation, right? Then what else?
About pectoralis
Pectoralis major, yeah. Flexion. All these movements are here. Okay. One is the adduction, the second is medial rotation, the third is the flexion. This is the flexion movement. Whenever it pulls, it also pulls the upper fibers, the clavicular fibers. When they pull these fibers, then it comes upwards. Whenever these fibers from the sternum they pull, it comes adduction. Okay. So all these fibers will be doing different functions. So this is the origin, big origin. Okay, from the clavicles, sternum, as well as the abdominal muscles, as well as the costal cartilages. Origin, insertion is to the bicipital groove on the humerus. If you just write the humerus is also okay for you, and if you write bicipital groove, it is good. The third is, what is the nerve supply?
Lateral and medial pectoral.
Medial and lateral pectoral nerves. Okay, medial and lateral pectoral nerves. Okay, both these nerves will be supplying this nerve because it is big muscle, so it is supplied by both the medial and lateral pectoral nerve. Then, what is the action? One is adduction, medial rotation, and flexion. So this is about the pectoralis major, the most important muscle here in the pectoral region, pectoralis major. When you strip this muscle, then we come across the second muscle. This is called as the pectoralis minor muscle. Okay. So what is the origin of this muscle? It is short, small. Okay. So the origin is from third, fourth, and fifth. Okay. Third to fifth, or third, fourth, fifth, or the three ribs. So the origin is from the third rib, fourth rib, and the fifth rib. Okay. Origin is from the three ribs. Then where is the insertion? Yeah, coropod process. Okay, coropod process. So this is called as the coropod process. Can you see here? Okay, this is the part of the scapula. This is the scapula bone. This is the clavicle. This is the scapula behind. Okay, this is the sternum. This is the humerus. Okay, okay. So it will be attached to this process here of the scapula. So this is called as the coropod process. Okay. So this is the origin is from the third, fourth, and fifth rib. Count from above. Start from first rib. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Third, fourth, fifth. So this is the origin of this muscle. Insertion is to the coropod process. Okay. So this is the insertion. What is the nerve supply? Medial pectoral nerve, also contributed by the lateral pectoral nerve. Okay. So both the nerves again it is mainly by the medial nerve, medial pectoral nerve, also contributed by the lateral pectoral nerve. Okay, what is the action? See, where is the insertion? See, insertion is to
Flexion, doctor.
coropod process. Coropod process. So what happens whenever it is pulled? When it pulls, what happens?
Flexion, like this.
Huh? It is protraction.
Oh,
The scapula is moving forwards. So whenever this pulls, it pulls the scapula forwards because it is attached to the scapula, this bone. Okay, in the front. So whenever this muscle contracts, so it pulls the scapula forwards. So that is called as protraction. There is retraction when you push the scapula backwards. This retraction when you try to push something. So this is called as the protraction. Okay, so it helps in the protraction. Okay, so this is about the second muscle. Origin is from the third, fourth, and fifth rib. Insertion is to the coropod process. Nerve supply is by medial pectoral nerve, also by the lateral pectoral nerve. The action is main action is the protraction. Okay, other functions are there. You can know. Okay. Then the third muscle is subclavius. Good. So where is the subclavius? As the name indicates, clavius means clavicle. So sub means below the clavicle. Okay. So it is below the clavicle here. Okay. So here below the clavicle. What is the origin of this muscle? Is a very small muscle.
First rib.
First rib. Okay. So this is the first rib here. So here is the first rib where it is taking origin. Insertion.
And across.
No. Where is the insertion? Clavicle. Yeah, good. Clavicle. Where in the clavicle? Okay, if you write clavicle also okay, but still, if you want more information, it is to the inferior surface. There is some fossa called as the subscapular fossa there. Okay, clavicular fossa, subscapular clavicular fossa. So it is inserted there. Okay, on the inferior surface of the clavicle. Okay, middle 1/3 of the clavicle is divided into medial 1/3, middle 1/3, and lateral 1/3. Okay, so medial 1/3, middle 1/3, lateral 1/3. Okay, because usually whenever there are fractures, usually the fracture is from the middle 1/3 and lateral junction of the middle 1/3 and the lateral 1/3. Okay, here will be the fractures usually. Okay, so it is divided into three parts: medial 1/3, middle 1/3, and lateral 1/3. So it is attached to the inferior surface of the middle 1/3 of the clavicle. Okay, even if you write clavicle also for you, it's okay. Just write the clavicle. Okay, origin is from the first rib. Insertion is to the middle 1/3 of the inferior surface of the clavicle. Okay. So what is the nerve supply?